Yo, listen up, it's time for a tale about a podcast that'll leave you frail. Hard way wrestling coming at you raw, bringing the heat, breaking every law. They drop the truth, no holds barred, talking smack, getting you hyped up hard, calling out the fakes, exposing the lies. Hard way wrestling taken by surprise. Hard way wrestling coming to your city. Nothing but realness, nothing but grit. Going down a gauntlet, making them hard. Hard way wrestling, straight from the heart.
We are back, baby! It is Wrist Lock Wednesday. What's up, boys?
Got it.
Woo! What's
We are
going
back.
on?
We are back. It has been what were we on last time? I don't even remember.
Thursday.
Thursday of last week. So we basically gone a week,
It's
man.
almost a week. It's crazy. What's going on? Is that Owen Hardy in the chat? I'm
Zach.
fucking here. It is Giles because Giles is all elite.
Is he on YouTube?
He is on the tube. Yes. Yes. Giles, what's up, buddy? He has been messaging me for a fucking week now. Hey, man, what are you going to be on? And I know he was super disappointed when we didn't come on yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my son had his gallbladder taken out yesterday and supposed to go in at 5 o'clock. Didn't go back till 6:30, whatever. And we finally got home about 10 o'clock last night. So he's all good. Yeah. Other than going to be having diarrhea for the next 6 months of his life, I'm sure. So
Oh,
Intro
Dang.
is sick. Can't tell who that is, but thank you. Intro is sick. When do
God
y'all go?
damn
When
it.
do y'all go live? We're live right now, bro. We better be live right now.
We are
we
on
are.
the tube and the book.
We are. So, man, what a fucking week, boys. Ricky and I went to WrestleMania. We're gonna get into that later. What did I miss? Did we miss anything while we were gone?
Yeah, just one teensy weensy little thing about this guy, this promoter of another promotion, aka Tony Khan, I think is his name, is about to release some kind of footage. I don't know. What have you guys heard about this? I don't know. I haven't
heard any. I've heard zero. I'm lying. I've heard it all. So Tony Khan tonight on Wednesday. Tonight he is going to be releasing the full footage of was it Brawl Out?
No,
All
it's
in.
all
All
in
in.
Wembley.
Wembley. Okay, I would rather see Brawl Out.
I want to see them both.
Yeah, same.
Fuck it. Just air them both.
See, I don't think they could show Brawl Out because Brawl Out probably wasn't. I don't think they probably had footage, right? They might not have had footage.
It was all backstage after the show. So
Where was
there we
Brandon?
go.
Where was Brandon during this footage? Why didn't he have the camera out?
If there is footage from Brandon, it's covered under the NDA. That's probably where that
Gotcha.
all. So
So how does this work with an NDA? Because Tony's getting ready to release this footage tonight. He had everybody sign NDAs for this footage, right? And now Tony's just like, fuck it.
So from what I gather from the CM Punk interview, there was the NDA signed after Brawl Out, but there was no NDA signed after All In at Wembley because Punk came straight out and talked about it on the interview with Ariel Helwani. So he in graphic, I mean not in graphic, but in detail, he came out and said, "This is what happened. This is the circumstances behind it." Point by point as to what happened with Jack Barry. So apparently there was no NDA signed on that end of things, which I was kind of surprised because I was like, wait a minute, why is he talking about this but can't talk about the other thing? Because I thought there was an NDA for everything.
Right.
But yeah, no. So they're like, and hence why I think there's no why they're going to show, quote unquote, what the footage, which I still think they say it's not a bait and switch, but I think there's going to be something stupid that goes on. I think it's going to be like a Young Bucks
parody.
Yes, parody skit or something.
Wouldn't that be funny if it was a parody and then tonight Jack Perry shows up?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's honestly what they're about to do. They're about to reintroduce Jack Perry, and the best way to do it, they think, is by releasing quote unquote this footage, and then bringing Jack back out and being like, "See, he's still here, but the other guy, the other idiot, isn't," and this, that, and
It's a Tony Khan ratings grab.
yeah, it is. But that's the thing. It's a 1 week ratings grab. And this is not going to do anything for their overall long-term business. And if anything, it's probably going to hurt their overall long-term business because, you know, from what I'm seeing and what I've been following on the internet, there are like so many people are saying, Tony, why are you doing this? Like, you're only going to help promote WWE and CM Punk, even if the footage is damning on Punk's end. What can they do about it? What's WWE? WWE's not going to just say, oh, there was that footage on AEW. We got to release Punk because, no, like they've made this long-term deal with CM Punk. They're not gonna and they honestly, I don't think care what the heck happened on AEW's programming or behind the scenes at AEW. So they're not going to release Punk. This is only going to help WWE get Punk out there, get his name out there. He's already putting his name out there. It's kind of a bit of an asshole right now with this feud with Drew McIntyre. You kind of are starting to feel like they're about to go babyface, I think, with Drew and turn Punk a little bit more heel with the way Punk's been screwing him behind his back.
No, they're definitely
Punk's
not
definitely
going.
not-
They're definitely
not
not
turning Drew back to
No,
a face.
no. They're not
We'll
turning
say.
Drew back face. No. They haven't even
Well-
signed a contract with the fucking guy yet because I can't imagine they're going to turn him anything until they get that taken care of. So
That's also true.
Yeah, but I can imagine that's going to happen. They got some big money feuds here with him and Punk coming up if Punk gets healthy and stays healthy for more than 10 minutes.
Well,
Yeah.
I read today that they're not Drew and his group and his posse. They're not in any hurry to get anything signed. So I guess it's day by day. And he's an independent contractor anyway. So if he gets hurt and they don't pay for it, I mean, it is what it is. Or if he gets hurt or decides he wants to walk away, he can walk away. He's in the middle of a storyline with no contract. So we'll see where that goes. But Triple H said the other day that they, I guess it was one of the pre-shows that we must have missed or whatever, that they are WWE's on a different level, right?
Mm.
There's no competition right now, and I gotta agree.
Yeah.
Whatever Tony Khan does is gonna last about 12 minutes. That's it. We're gonna see this video. It's gonna be exactly what we already knew it was. It might be. I mean, I'm sure Punk wasn't planning on them coming out with this video, so I'm sure he maybe embellished a little bit about maybe a front face lock. They're saying that he tried to put Perry in a front face lock and he's got out of it immediately. Whatever. I'm sure there was some embellishment there. At the end of this video, what is gonna be? Are you planning on being surprised by anything?
At this point, not really. It's going to be like fireworks. Ooh, wow, that was cool. Next.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tony's done lost his damn marbles.
Yeah, I think Tony's just might be.
He is a fucking
struggling
child.
right now. He's
He is
struggling.
a fucking child.
He's not in wrestling, right? You're a different person when you're actually been in wrestling for a while and you know things and you see things. Tony's not. Tony would have been a great silent partner or a great person to own the company but not run the company, or run the company but not do anything else with wrestling. But he can't.
He just needs to be there to sign the paychecks.
Yeah, and honestly, I think he tried to fashion himself as the Vince McMahon role. It's just not working. And he's bearing his own product. I talked to an indie guy at WrestleCon the other day. And I said that I thought that AEW might have 3 years left. And he told me, I don't think so.
Really?
Yeah. And he turned down an AEW booking, which was a cool little story. What was his name? August Artois.
Yeah.
His name. He said he turned down. He had another booking in another organization, and AEW called and said, "Hey, we'd like you to come in." He turned it down because he already had another booking, and I think that's what you're supposed to do. But I think if you called your whatever promoter and said, "Hey, I just got called by AEW. I need to take this because this is, I think he, probably maybe should have done it. I have no idea, but he didn't. He turned it down, and Mark Henry shit all over him about it and whatever. But he doesn't think that AEW is going to be around much longer. So.
I mean, well, I can agree and I can slightly disagree because the only time, in my view, and again, you guys feel free to comment on this, but the only time, in my view, I think this is going to stop is if Shad turns off the faucet and says no more money. Like, it's going to be the Dixie Carter scenario in TNA, where Dixie's parents were just funding her, and they say, you know what, we're done funding this, we're going to stop. And then Dixie just like lost her ass and had to try to sell what little piece of the company she had left to Anthem. So, I think that's honestly going to be what happens to Tony Khan. It's like, this is going to keep, the only two, actually, there's one other way, and I didn't even think about it. The only other way is if they lose TV as well. If they lose TV, they're done. They have nothing that they can do to get their product out there unless they want to go back on YouTube and keep it on YouTube. But like Shad Khan turning off the faucet or them losing TV completely are the only ways this is ever gonna stop, in my view. And like, I think Tony Khan can book this into oblivion all he wants. Like, he can have 5 people watching and he'll still want to do this because
kind of like Highway Wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
Yeah. So, Ricky, so you're not expecting any surprises tonight?
No.
Okay.
Like I said, it'll be quick. I don't see anything that's going to be surprising out of it, and they'll just move on.
It's like Tony
quick
Khan.
ratings grab, just like I said.
It's like Tony Khan with women. It's going to be very quick. Like, he ain't going to last.
Or his Coke line.
Easy. Yeah, no, I'm curious, right? We all you hear stories, but you don't know the story. You don't know the story until you actually see the story, right? There's 3 sides to every story: mine, his, and then the real story. So,
yeah,
and hopefully here we're going to see the real story. If you're on YouTube, also I super appreciate you. Make sure you go like, subscribe, ring the bell. I know you're on this video right now. Just click the like button or just click the thumbs up button. That's all we need. Click the thumbs up. That means more people come in and they stop in. They go, hey, there's a wrestling show on right now with some 3 sexy motherfuckers, and 2 of them went to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I'll let you figure out who it is. So yeah, Bad Business, and I can't see who that is on but Bad Business. Yeah, I agree too. There's a certain, I mean, kayfabe is obviously dead, but there's a certain wall you don't go behind, or there's a certain curtain you don't pull back, and the backstage area bullshit. This type of backstage area bullshit, you try to keep in house because you already look like fucking idiots, right?
Yeah.
You can't. Andrade can't get along with them, and the fucking Hardys are. One of the Hardys is gone, right? Is Matt?
Is Matt not under contract anymore?
I thought I heard one of them.
Matt.
Yeah, I think I heard Matt was gone. We saw both of them this weekend too.
Wanting to charge $155 for an autograph and photo session.
Well, I gave him a 5th of a bourbon, and he did it for free. So. Old Jeff. But yeah, like there's been issues. We got Jack Perry's bullshit. You got CM Punk's bullshit. You got the Elite can't get along with anybody. You got backstage guys that are in charge that are kicked off of shows because they don't like them for whatever reason. Like it's always been some kind of bullshit drama. And this has gone back from. I don't know if it was quite the beginning because it didn't feel this chaotic in the beginning. I mean, it was brand new. But after Cody left, man, what the fuck?
Yeah, it started falling apart real quick when Cody left.
I think, and the thing with that is, I think Cody was one of the only people holding it together and wanting to keep some kind, like even though a lot of Cody stuff didn't make sense at the time either, he wanted a more realistic.
I think Cody, Cody not wanting the belt or booking himself into that corner where he didn't get the belt. I think he was trying to show that he wasn't there to put himself over. He was there to
Yeah.
debut talent, and I think he had a really good. I think he had a real good push for that kind of stuff. Sometimes you bring guys in to start a business or to do whatever, and then you get this big idea. Well, this guy, I don't fucking need this guy. I can do this myself, right? I can write this myself, right? I can make a guy jump off of a ladder and crush smash another guy's fucking skull into concrete. That's easy shit, right? When you're sitting back penciling shit that you don't got to do, it's real fucking easy.
Yeah.
Real fucking easy. I'm not the one that's got to go through a table. Fuck it, right? So I just think everything is really, the shit really hit the fan when Cody left, and it has just been downhill from there. And again, they've had their ups, they had their little spikes. I wouldn't say they've had any climbs, but every once in a while, a flat line, there'll be a little heartbeat there every once in a while, and
one was Copeland, a short heartbeat, and then there was another one.
That wasn't even a heart. I don't even think that was a heartbeat. That was terrible.
That was a murmur.
Yeah, Adam Cole coming huge, right? Cole, that was a big.
Cole and Danielson was huge.
Yes, they were huge pops. I'm not even sure Mercedes Moné was a big pop for them. It might have been for that night, but now I'm hearing that they pumped that CEO chant in.
Yeah,
I can believe it.
Right? Yeah. They pumped that CEO chant in now, so
they're pulling a WWE. They think, oh, well, WWE can do it. We're going to do it now. No, the only spike they really had, and again, it was it wasn't a steady climb. It was up, it was down. Was the Punk stuff, quite frankly, and like Punk and specifically MJF. That's the stuff that really spiked it. It was like they kept going up with that. They don't go down, then they get back together, and they go just so. But you're right. They've had they've definitely had their valleys. They've had, they're climbing the molehill, but they're not really reaching the top of the mountain, and it's crazy. It's just like, I wish I understood. Well, I do understand Tony Khan's ideas, and he just wants to be everybody's friend and doesn't want to hurt anybody. Doesn't want to, doesn't want to be a boss.
We saw him on Friday. We saw him on Friday at the Ring of Honor show.
Yeah,
he could not wait to get down there to hug Jay Briscoe.
Yeah,
Mark Briscoe.
Mark Briscoe. Sorry, Jay's not.
Yeah,
keep getting him too confused.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he couldn't wait to get down there. So, but anyway, MJF and Cole was good shit too. Austin. Yeah. By the way, thank you, Austin, for not being here today. He's got he got kids, man. He got kids. So
just throw him in the closet, put a padlock on the door, and come hang out.
I don't think he wants to relive his childhood. They should have put Roddy Cole and what's his face back together. Missed the boat there. Oh, you're talking about Bobby Fish? Are you talking about the Undisputed Era?
Kyle O'Reilly.
Yeah, I think they tried to do that. Kyle O'Reilly ended up with hurt or diverticulitis or whatever he ended up with.
They all ended up hurt pretty much all at the same time.
And Bobby Fish, I don't think. Yeah,
he got the shits of the place, I think.
Yeah,
he went back to. He did a TNA or an Impact showing, and then he went back to Independence.
Yeah. So, and I don't even know what he's not doing anything local, or anywhere around this area. I don't ever see. So, I think they tried to do the Undisputed Era thing, but they got some good guys. The Undisputed Era or the Undisputed Kingdom. That's a good group, I think. But Cole being the Xavier of the fucking X-Men there just doesn't do it for me. The guy being in a wheelchair just doesn't do it for me. So whenever he gets, it's Xavier, right? Isn't it? Xavier?
Professor X. Yeah,
Professor X. Thank you. If he shaves his head, then I'm in. If he shaves his head, I'm in. So.
But by the way, quick side note: Tony Khan, that should be his on-screen gimmick, the hugger. Like he should have an on-screen gimmick and be called the hugger.
Yeah,
he's just a fucking fanboy with money. That's just it.
Yeah, you're right. Rob says
book his dream matches. That's all he wants to do. Book his dream matches.
Yeah.
And he's got a lot of great talent.
Yeah.
But the problem with a lot of great talent is they shouldn't all be on screen at one time.
Yeah.
As much as we get irritated at WWE at times, that like, oh my God, where's this guy? Where's that guy? Where's this person? You can't all be on top. You got to tell stories with main guys. You have mid-level guys, and then you have your bottom tier guys that are chasing around, a 24/7 belt or whatever. But you can't. Not everybody can be the top fucking star. And Tony wants to make every match a main event match, and you take away from the real main event matches.
He's trying to max out that Meltzer rating every chance he gets.
Oh man, 5. Give him 5. Give him 5. So anyway,
10.
Yeah. So anyway, it'd be interesting. Austin and I were going to go live tonight during AEW, but I don't think I'm going to, Austin. So I'll send you that message here shortly if you don't hear this. I don't think I'm going to go live during it because unless it's like something super crazy, then I will be on right afterward. I will be on right after if it's something crazy. And I'll send a message out in the chat, but I can't imagine that. I don't know. It's whatever. It's whatever. All right, let's move on. WrestleMania weekend was amazing.
It was.
Ricky and I got a chance to go to Philadelphia. We don't live too far away from Philadelphia. About 2.5 for me, 3 for Ricky, and we jumped in the car on Friday. Was it Friday morning?
Friday morning.
I'm still it's a blur. Jumped in the car Friday morning. Got down to Philadelphia. Spent another 45 minutes in traffic. And what was our first? Honestly, you're gonna have to remind me, bro. We went to Ring of Honor. What did we do? We went to WrestleMania World, right?
Yeah, we went there. I think. Did we do that early Friday? I can't even fucking remember now.
I think we went early Friday because we didn't have time on Saturday.
Yeah, that's when we went in and we were trying to get the passes or ask about the passes, and we accidentally left the area, and they told us we had to go all the way back around to the 2.5 mile line to get back in. And we just said, fuck it.
So when we got there, there was no line. You could walk right in.
Yeah.
WrestleMania World. Now, it was set up in 2 different places. There was a merch section that was
huge.
Oh, yeah.
20,000 square foot.
It was huge.
It was ridiculous. They had everything. They had memorabilia. They had a whole belt section where you could see every belt that WWE has for sale. Anywhere from, I think the cheapest belt was
$500.
Yeah, the cheapest belt was $250. It was an old spinner, the old US. Oh,
that stupid Cena spinner.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And then all the way up to around
there was some low over $1,000, I think I saw.
Yeah, there's
probably
new
the
commemorative belts and stuff. The new WrestleMania belts that just came out. I think they released like 5 of those motherfuckers. Listen, belt collectors, man, God bless you.
There were people walking around with like a belt around their waist and like one on each arm.
There was dudes that, I mean, I've never seen so many belts, and I was like, I can't believe you're bringing a fucking belt to a wrestling event. There was more that I've never seen so many belts in my life. They all had them. The women had them. The guys had them. I mean, it was just some of them 2, some of them 3 belts. There was dudes wearing Roman had the new gold, had the blue in one hand and the red around the waist. One dude had almost the same setup, and he had those mini belts.
Oh, gee,
yeah,
like around, like clipped together all the way around his body, like a ammo thing.
Yeah, a bandolier.
We'll get into meeting Justin Credible here in a second. There's a way. Okay, yeah. So anyway, so went to WrestleMania World. Again, it was set off in 2 different sections. They had figures. They had the new figures coming out. They had all kinds of stuff. Really cool setup. Very packed. A lot of people. A lot of people. I don't know how you got. I mean, I wonder how many people tried to steal from there.
I don't know.
I didn't think about. I just thought about that just right now, like how people and we stole. But we'll get into that later. How many people try to steal product or steal whatever. But anyway, and then they had these long ass, getting on like
a roller coaster
line. to check
to
out.
check out. Yeah,
You
it
picked
was.
up all your stuff and then you went to a checkout section.
Uh,
So it was in one area, out another area. So we were
wow.
in there. We were in there for what, a good hour, maybe. Didn't feel like it, but we were in there about an hour. So we were like, we want to go to WrestleMania World. We want to go to the other section. So we're gonna jump out. I think tickets were $60 or whatever. So we walked out, and then as we got out, there's a huge line. We were like, all right, fuck this, we're not going. We went to turn back around. No dice, sir. You can't come back in. So you had to get back in line to go back in. And that line was probably a half a football field long.
Yeah, it wasn't worth it at that point.
We were like, fuck it, we'll figure it out. We'll come back later. We'll come back another time. So we did that. We left there. Friday was not a bust, but it was when we first got there. Because like, oh my god, because we had to park. Right, it took us forever to find parking. Parking is ridiculous and expensive. Right, I probably spent
Everything was fucking expensive.
Probably spent $150 in parking, maybe.
Wow.
Maybe I have to look. So we ended up we left there. We had to wherever we parked. We had to walk. Right, so it was like. That one, the first walk wasn't ridiculous. The second time we went was about a 1.5 mile walk to wherever we wanted to be. So, so we left there. We went back, checked in our room. Jesse found a nice little room in a nicer area of Philadelphia, if anyone could ever say that. Near an old firehouse, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Had a fireman's pole in the lobby. Couldn't use it, but there was a fireman's pole. We almost thought we were going to have to use it on Saturday night because
the elevator was broke. Fucking down.
Yeah. So had a nice little room there. Kind of remind you of a New York room. Like, I mean, it was nice on the inside though. A New York room, everything looks really awesome on the outside, and then you get in your room, you're like, what the fuck? It's like real small.
Yeah.
So it was a little narrow, but it wasn't bad. Wasn't a bad place. About $1,000 in a hotel room stay, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So not too bad. What else? So we went to Ring of Honor night one, right? Night one, we went to Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
Actually, an excellent show, I thought.
It was really good, yeah.
It was a really good show. I've never been disappointed in Ring of Honor shows, honestly. So, who did we get to see?
Athena and Sheeta.
Yeah, Athena and Sheeta. Athena ended up retaining her title, which was awesome. We thought Sheeta was probably going to win because it was transitional champion type of thing. Maybe Athena was going to go up, but she didn't. So she ends up holding on to the belt. We got to see Billy Starks. Billy Starks won the inaugural women's.
The women's TV title
with a really cool I hurt my neck spot where they put a neck brace on her. Then it got weird because they started moving her, and you're like, okay, fuck off.
This is bullshit. We see what's coming here, Tony.
So Billy Starks beat Queen Amanada. I think that was her name.
Yeah.
And there were some other matches in between. We got to see the Ass Boys showed up and then got their ass kicked. By the Undisputed Kingdom. Nope, by by the Ass Boys. Actually, the Ass Boys.
Ass Boys kicked the Acclaim's ass.
The Acclaim's ass. They showed up. The Ass Boys showed up. They did a 6-man tag match with, I forget who it was.
I forgot. I forgot too.
I don't remember. So they won, and then the
got to see your boy Dalton Castle go against Johnny TV in a no honor match.
Death before
match without honor.
Match without honor. That's what it was.
Yeah.
But anyway, the Acclaim showed up, got their ass kicked. Daddy Ass was the only one that didn't get his ass kicked, I think, because he doesn't bump. So, we got to see Dalton Castle, which was awesome. That match wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. It was an okay match, but it was fucking Dalton Castle. And then we got to see,
but you didn't get to see him with the boys.
We did get to see him with the boys.
There were boys there, but it wasn't the real boys.
And the last boy that came down to put the nail in the coffin for the match was Paul Walter Hauser.
Who?
So Paul Walter Hauser is a guy. I think he just won like an Academy Award or something like that. and he's in the indie wrestling. When did he? He won a Golden Globe. That's what it was. He actually showed up on AEW TV, and somebody took. I can't remember what the story. This was like last year. Took the Golden Globe away from him. Blah blah blah. Whatever. Anyway, he's been wrestling on the indies here. He just wrestled Cardona. So he's been wrestling on the indies like deathmatch shit.
Oh jeez.
So by the way, he was at WrestleCon too. I saw him out of the corner of my eye.
Yeah.
But I didn't recognize him right away. And I was like, I think that's Paul Walter Hauser. Anyway, he shows up in one of the boys' masks, no shirt on, big fat dude, runs and dives through the ropes or whatever. He dove through and fell onto the floor, right? Is that what happened?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Oh no, and ended up dumping thumbtacks on the ground. And they used kendo sticks in this match. The worst fucking kendo shots I've ever seen. The worst. They did not want to hit each other with these kendo. It was bad. It was bad. Anyway,
it's not Tremor pounding the daylights out.
No. Yeah, these guys did not beat the shit out of each other with kendo sticks. So that was a little disappointing. But we got to see Dalton Castle win a match. I've never seen Dalton Castle win. A few times I've seen him, just hasn't worked out for him. So anyway, Dalton Castle wins. Then we get on to our main event. We got
Mark Briscoe against Eddie Kingston. We got to see 2 rounds of machine gun Teddy slaps.
I recorded it for you. I meant to put it up here. Shoot, so you can see it. I'm gonna tell you, in person, they're loud.
Yeah,
they're loud. So if they're loud, they're stinging. And it was an all right match. Right, it was an all right match. It got real bloody real quick.
What do you expect with Kingston?
Well, it was
Briscoe.
Briscoe. He split immediately.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, what do you expect though with a Kingston match? He's gonna try to bust his opponents open. I mean, it's Yeah,
it was a nice moment. The dad was in the front row. He jumped over the railing and ran into the ring. And nobody kicked his ass for doing it. That's cool. So he ran in the ring. It was a nice little moment for Jay. So yeah, pretty cool.
Mark.
God damn it! It was nice. It was nice for Jay to look down and see that. That's what I meant.
Yeah, it was a tribute to Jay match.
Tribute to Jay. So nice little thing he said to the crowd after the show and blah blah blah.
Tony ran out quickly after he snorted his last line.
Yep. Tony ran quickly to the ring. God, terrible. Anyway, Ring of Honor show, pretty good. So on to Saturday. What time did we get back from the Ring of Honor show? It was like 1:00 in the morning, right?
It was pretty late because that was at Temple University.
Yeah, it was at Temple, and it was a hike. Right, it was. It was a nice little jog away from.
Jesse got to.
Traffic was crazy.
Jesse was the hero this night though because she got us to cut in line because of her not being able to handle being in cold weather. She got to bribe a cop to sit in the front seat of the cop car.
Cop car, yeah.
Yeah. So she's got a blood disease, and she's like, I'm gonna ask the cop. I'm like, what do you mean you're gonna ask the cop? She's like, I'm just gonna ask the cop if I sit in the car. I'm like, they're not letting you sit in the car. I don't know what hand she used, but she was in the car. So she offered, I don't know what she offered, but whatever, something about his nightstick. I don't know. But anyway, she was sitting in the car, and then she called and said, hey, they let me come inside. If you want to come inside, I'll just let you in. So we just walk right in the fucking building.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good on Jesse for being sick.
Yeah, we cut.
One day it's going to kill her, but we got to get into an RH show.
Sooner than about 50 or so other people that were in line.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We were. There was. As we were walking up, Wheeler Yuta jumped out of an Uber. Jumped out of an Uber, and put his head down, and I was like, "Hey, how you feeling?" He said, I'm getting better." So I said, "Okay, cool." Kept walking. So he was late. He was late to the show,
and he didn't even do anything.
Yeah. He didn't do it. Well, he's hurt, so. He's still got to be there. Uber probably cost him $90.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, on to Saturday. So Saturday was jam packed. We got up in the morning. We went and got breakfast, and then we went right to the NXT show, which The seats were fucking phenomenal.
Yes.
They were. We were
right on the boards.
We were right behind. Actually, right behind Sam Roberts and that crew for the pre-show interviews and stuff like that. We were right beside Rich Holland when he jumped. Who did he? Yeah.
Macy in the entranceway.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool. Probably some backstage stuff with Yuta. Yeah, I think that's what I hear Tony Khan does. He makes people come to shows, shoot backstage stuff, and then leave. So whatever. Anyway, so that our seats were really good. We had a really good shot of the screen, or a really good shot of
the entranceway.
Yep, and the
entranceway. The ring.
So pretty awesome. NXT, awesome show. That place was packed. They had what, 16,000 people. What was that? It's
Wells Fargo.
Wells Fargo, right? It's where
the
Flyers play.
Philadelphia Flyers.
Yeah. Place was pretty packed, and it was funny. I didn't buy those tickets till Friday. I think I bought those tickets.
Yeah, it was right before we left, I think.
Yeah, and those tickets where we were sitting were like around $3 something a ticket, and they ended up. No, I'm sorry, $300 total for all 3 seats, and they ended up they cut them in half. The price got cut in half, so about $1.50 or whatever, $1.48, 40.
Wow, yeah, that's impressive.
Yeah, Braun and Corbin went crazy just to lose last night. Did they lose the titles last night?
Yes, they did. Axiom and
God damn it! I need that pick back. I told you Axiom was gonna beat him. God
damn it.
Yeah. And then they got the crap kicked out of them by AOP.
Yeah, I knew that. I saw the part where they pretty much thanked everybody and thanked each other for being Braun being down on the roster, and Baron was happy that he got the team with Baron. So is Braun going? Is Baron going up also?
I don't know why they would. They can still use Baron to bring up.
I tell you what, the Wolf Dogs are real. They're really good.
I like them.
Really good. I actually thought they were going to go up. I knew they were going to go up here because they had been pushing Braun for a while. So I knew they were going up, and I thought for sure Axiom was going to take these titles on the pay-per-view, but whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. So anyway, we got to see Jillian from New Japan, or is it Noah? Somebody will be able to tell us here. Rumors Wolf Dogs on SmackDown. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it.
Yeah, they definitely need to keep them together. That's a cool name.
Jillian was a big star over in Japan, and she is now signed with WWE. I called it that she would be there.
Yep.
They're getting ready to have a women's U.S. women's North American title.
Yes,
and I believe that she is going to be in the middle of that mix when they do let her come out. So, which is cool. Then we moved on. We got to see the final, the whatever else happened in between. Obafemi kicked ass.
Yeah, that match was great.
Yeah, that match was awesome.
That was a banger.
And I mentioned to somebody over the weekend, can't remember who it was, but there was a point where right before Oba was getting ready to win the match, the camera guy got in the ring.
Yeah, we were talking about that. He got up right on the apron and got in the ring. And I think it was Dijak was getting ready to get the pin, and Oba you just see out of the camera, Oba's hand go down and grab him around the throat and just yank him up for the choke slam.
Yeah. Yeah, Kevin Dunn is just losing his fucking mind right now.
Yeah.
Get that guy out of the ring. But yeah, pretty good, pretty awesome show. And then we got to see Trick Williams versus Mello.
Oh, before we get to that, Scotty, as much as you rag Eddie Kingston and his machine gun titty slaps, your boy did it.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot Ilya Dragunov did that.
Yeah. Hey, the sad thing is it's bad habits like that go around the industry. It's not just Kingston or Dragunov or like.
Did you say it was a bad habit?
It is a bad habit. Yeah. because it doesn't look realistic. It really doesn't.
I'm
Like
gonna tell you right now,
They
it
sound
sounds fucking
realistic.
realistic.
it sounds real, but it don't look like on. It just doesn't have a good look on TV. It really doesn't. It'd be again, like you said, it sounds probably pretty good in the arena, that's for sure. But it just doesn't look good to me. So bad on you, Dragonov. What the heck are you doing, man? Come on.
Oh, we got to see Minoru Suzuki. I completely forgot we got to see Minoru Suzuki.
Oh yeah, that's right. It ROH.
Yeah.
That's who they teamed with Archer and
That's who it was. Archer and some other dude.
Yeah.
One of Archer's tag team partners.
One of his 5,000 tag team partners he's had over the last year.
I'll see if I can find this video. Yeah, it was Archer. Yeah, let's see if I can find this video. I'll have to post it. I'll have to repost it somewhere. Anyway, we got to see Trick beat Carmella Hayes. We know Carmella is going up.
They ended up fighting into the crowd. If they had just turned left, they would have been coming down our way, but they went right.
Yeah, we were right. It was so close. So close. So close. Anyway.
That's crazy.
Where is my God damn it. I just want my photos. I just want my photos. That's all I want. I have it broken down in albums. Anyway, yeah. Gonna pull the machine gun chops out soon. I like it. Hey, you should do it. You should do
Austin.
it. But if you don't make sound, I'm shitting all over, bro. You don't chop the shit out of them, make sound. I am gonna shit all over it. Anyway, so NXT. What do you think of NXT, Rick?
Oh, I loved it. It was a really good show.
Yeah, I was. I mean, I wasn't surprised. It's a WWE production, so it was pretty good. It was a pretty good show. I'm trying to think, were there any surprises? So Rich Holland jumped a dude. We got to see Jillian. Was there anybody else? Was there any other surprises in that?
No, not that I can think of. Roxanne Perez winning the women's title. That was about
Roxanne
it.
Perez won. Yep. Which honestly I didn't give a shit, but Roxy, she's a great wrestler and she's a great heel. So you're gonna see a nice little run out of Roxy, and I think she's getting ready to do a program with Natty.
Yeah, that started last night.
Yeah,
Or
that
Tuesday night.
That could be
Whatever
interesting.
fucking night I'm on.
Yeah.
I'm still off.
Right, I'm still fucked up too, bro. I'm still fucked up too. Where is so on to WrestleMania night 1. Oh, so in between. In between, we were headed to our car because Jessie was leaving. It was cold, so she could not be in the open air because it would just she'd still be stuck to the chair. So we were heading to our car, and I saw a bunch of dudes, like four people. It was a couple of dudes and a woman. I don't know.
What I looked to identify as a woman. Yeah, it looked like men on a mission.
Yeah, men on a mission. So they're standing next to my car, and I'm walking. I went into what the fuck mode.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm walking faster towards my car, and they're dumping their drinks out on the ground by my car, right? By my fucking driver's side door where I got to get in, splashing up onto my car. And I said, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing?" I forget what he said. I don't know. I was blacking out. I forget what he said. I said, "That's my fucking car, bro." He goes, "Don't get a fucking attitude." I said, "Oh, now I got a fucking attitude, man. You dump that shit. I don't want that shit dumped on my fucking car. I got to step in it. Now I got to dump it over by your fucking car." He's like, "Oh, you don't like it? Do something about it." And I was like,
"Oh shit, here we go."
Okay, Jack Perry. You literally should have just looked at him like, "Okay, Jack Perry."
I said, "Bro, don't do that. I'm not the guy. I'm not the one to do that too." And I went and I popped my trunk. So in my trunk, I have a club extender that extends out. I do not mind using it. So I pop the trunk. They get in their car and move.
They're from Jersey.
Yeah, they were from Jersey. So then we ended up seeing them down further, and I said, "Fuck them, motherfuckers."
As we were walking towards the link.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah,
I mean, it wasn't ridiculous. I knew that I didn't think the guy wanted any fucking smoke. So, but I used to swing a pretty good softball bat, so that motherfucker would have come around pretty nice.
But I think they thought you were going for a gun, not a.
Well, hey, whatever, dude. It'd have felt like a gun. It'd have felt like a gun. I'd have hit that motherfucking gravy would have poured out.
Yeah.
And then the fucking machine gun titty chopped him. So, yeah, fuck those dudes. Fuck those dudes. That was fucking just rude fucking people. And they weren't even like they were parked like 2 spaces away. Why they thought to dump it in beside where I fucking get in is just beyond me. These fat bastards.
There was a whole like wide open couple spots that they could just dump it in.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, if they're 2 spots away, why are they hanging out by your car anyway?
I don't know. I didn't know what they were doing. I was heading there pretty quickly though when they were standing by
pieces
my
of
car.
trash. That's why.
Yeah. Damn Jerseyites.
No.
God.
Yeah, so.
God damn.
It would not have turned out well for them. I'm sure. I'm positive of that. And probably me neither. probably me neither. I would have missed night 1.
Well,
night 2.
Yeah.
No, night 3 and the stream today.
No, Jesse would have had you bailed out by at least Monday.
Yeah, she'd had to get all my money that I was going to spend at fucking WrestleCon. Anyway, so night 1. What'd you think of night 1, Scotty? Did you get a chance to? You got a chance to watch night 1?
Yep, I watched night 1. I didn't get a chance to watch NXT. I am going to go back and watch it though at some point when I have time. But night 1 of Mania was wow. There were some amazing moments, some interesting matches.
Give me an amazing moment from night 1.
Honestly, I mean, the Rock Roman tag team match, like it started off slow, but once it picked up, man, there was some good stuff that was going on.
You were almost nodding off in the middle of that or beginning of that match between the half an hour entrances and the 20 minutes of stare down.
It got us
rest
slow,
holds.
but by the time like the middle of the match towards the very end, it really picked up, and it had me on the edge of my seat. Like you said, it was slow at the beginning, but
Scotty, you're on all edges of your seats.
Yeah, well, that's also true. Right cheek, left cheek, front of leg, back of leg,
front ass, back ass.
Yeah.
Ricky? What did you think of night 1?
It was not the best of the 2 shows, I could tell you that. The Becky Rhea match started it out. I think that was probably your match of night 1 right there.
Yeah.
Did not give 2 shits about the Jade Cargill 6-woman tag match. Bianca carried that entire match.
Fuck Bianca.
The Uso match was god awful.
Yeah,
that wasn't even pre-show worthy. Before the match started, I looked at Jason and the group next to me. I said, "What do you want to set the over/under on super kicks to 8?" And Jason was like, "I'll take the over." I was like, "I will too." And I was going to start it at 12, but I was like, maybe that's a stretch.
Still,
that was done in about 3.5 minutes.
This match, I mean, and I thought the Gunther match was probably the match of the night. I really.
Oh shit! I forgot that was night 1.
I think to me that was like the match of the night. But this Usos match, I was super disappointed. They built this thing. This should have been a family blood feud. Feud. That's some Swedish. This should have been a German blood feud. This should have been a blood feud, and I'm gonna fuck it up again. And it wasn't. Yeah, like, it just wasn't. It wasn't impactful. It looked like they just ran out of ideas and didn't really talk through the match, what they wanted to do with the match. It was just super kick.
Yeah.
Super kick. Kick.
And as much as I get on the Hardys.
Super kick.
Yeah.
As much as I get on the Hardley boys about this, I'm going to get on Jimmy and Jay. Like that was That's not how you put out a match. That it was not the. It was just. It was. Oh my god!
I like they went around in the back.
They
And said,
took-
okay, no one do a super kick.
yeah.
We're gonna use them all.
Yeah, it that kind of sucked the life out of the stadium at that point.
Yeah.
It was really quiet. Night one was quiet.
Yeah.
Night one was quiet.
Well,
I
that
don't-
and
I
the,
don't
the
know.
15-mile-an-hour wind and it being like below 50 degrees didn't help. You know, the biggest pop of the night came while it's still daylight. The sun crept out and the crowd fucking erupted.
Crazy.
5 seconds later, the sun was not seen again for the rest of the night, and there were boos for fucking miles.
Yeah, the crowd booed as soon as the sun went behind the crowd.
What did
Shit,
you?
Oos not want to do super kick. Shit, Oos, me too. Bet. True. That's exactly how that. And I bet Lil Wayne was in there too. Like, you know how many super kicks you should throw? A milli. Oh my god, Lil Wayne was terrible.
Yeah.
You can listen. I don't care. Weed, whatever. Do your drugs. I don't care. You can't get that high. You just can't be that high. There's no way that he was
He was
high.
back there. He was back there with Snoop Dogg and Booker T.
No fucking way. Guarantee you, the Lil Wayne was higher than anybody that ever walked into that fucking stadium, included the Kelsey brothers.
Now, Motionless in White was really good during his entrance.
Of pop because it's there's this running joke with some of the crew I have who love that kind of music, and they're like Rhea and Chris Motionless look exactly alike. Like
Dead Ringer. I think isn't that who Wyatt said one time?
Yeah.
I said that. So yeah. But it's hysterical when we saw that. Like we were all popping that Motionless in White was out there performing.
XZZ44X. I don't know who you are, but what's up?
What did you guys think of the ladder match?
So the ladder match was good. The ladder match was decent, right? It wasn't the best ladder match we've ever seen. There's a lot of people in the match, which makes it very difficult. We called it. We said that they were going to split the titles. They ended up splitting the titles. Big fact, it's JJ Valentine. What's going on? Big J, 7'3", and you can't teach that. What's up, JJ? Good to hear from you, buddy. The ladder match was pretty good. Again, a lot of people in it, so it was very hard to figure out what was going on at times. And I hate, and they did it in RH. It's because we were so close, we got to see it at RH. When you're not involved in the match, then you're leaning and you're kneeling beside the ring.
We didn't see the New Day for like 10 minutes, I felt like.
I thought I thought they were going to win. Because they just weren't involved. And then they showed up and went through a fucking table or whatever they did, and whatever,
The R-Truth hot tag and then trying to pin Fowler after he had the AA was amazing.
That was hysterical.
I was about this. What if R-Truth shows up on AEW tonight?
What?
How fucking great would that be if he just got confused and was like, my bad. He just shows up with an arm sleeve that says scapegoat. Or Doug Goat.
Oh god.
I fucking die. Anyway, the ladder match is pretty good. Glad to see Theory and Grayson Waller get their title. We got to see them. I got
night
to see them.
2.
Ricky didn't. No, we got to see them night 2. They were actually in a box.
Just up to our right.
Yeah, not too far from us. They were in a box acting like idiots.
I will say the one thing I don't like about the way they do ladder matches now, because I still think that my idea of R-Truth grabbing one of the one color and one of the other would have been hysterical. The fact that they had those things on the little hangers and you had to take
coat hangers.
Yeah, the coat hangers.
Yeah.
And take the whole coat hanger thing off to get the belt. So it's like, that ruins it. Because like the thing I think would have been funny is if he had like kind of done the Jeff Hardy deal where he's hanging onto the belts and that's how he rips them down. So he's holding on for dear life. And he's like, I gotta get down, and just rips one of each off. Would have been hysterical, but they didn't do that. So, but
at one point, I thought that Grayson Waller and them were going to get the second set of belt because they were almost there again.
Yeah, and that's when Waller went through the ladder.
Yeah.
Yes. And what did you guys think about that? Did you guys? I don't know if you could see it on the screen.
Yeah.
the ladder bowing. That was like, again, I've seen a ton of ladder matches. I've seen a lot of ladders break, but I've never seen one that had that kind of structural issue that they kept using. Like, you saw one of the, I don't know if you saw it on the screen.
Well, wasn't it Priest threw one of them out of the ring to go get another
okay.
one?
You might have missed it. We saw it on the cock as we were watching. A ref gets in and like yells at Priest. Like kind of like, I think Priest was down towards the corner, and she kind of got up and yelled at him like, "Get that ladder out of the ring!" And like about like 30 seconds later, he dumps that bad ladder out and goes and gets another one. But yeah, it was like they saw how bad that ladder was. It was
we could see it, but we couldn't hear any of it from where we were at.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you didn't. I couldn't tell what she said, but like you kind of got the gist of what was going on because you watched her like yell at him, like, saying something very important, and then 30 seconds later, that ladder is dumped out of the crappy ladder is dumped out of the ring. So it was like, well, she must have told to get rid of it. But yeah, no, that was freaky because it's just like, again, they're still using it, and they're doing moves off of this thing, and it's bowing out on them. So, I don't know, like, to me, that ladder match, again, not the greatest I've ever seen, not the worst I've ever seen. The other move that really got me, and again, I hate that they did it with a guy like Gargano because they're not over, but that tornado DDT through the table was freaking wild.
Yeah.
Because it was like, I saw him do it, I was like, oh, and like the way he like, I can't remember who was it. Was it Waller or?
Hold on, let me interrupt you. Nikita Koloff is in the chat. Him.
The joke of the day.
Then Nikita Koloff, the poker wrestler. Love to hear from you today. What is going on? Let's hear your joke of the day. Why he's doing that? Yeah, go ahead and finish up what you're saying about that.
That was a good move. Again, not the greatest, not the worst, but I honestly liked it, and I did like the fact that Awesome Truth got one set of the belts, and Theory and Waller got the other. I think that was a really good. It was a good match, and it definitely got the crowd. I mean, to me, I don't know what you guys heard in the arena during that time, but it got us going. I don't know how much it got.
We don't hear commentary. All we hear is people cheering, and it was
well, no, I'm talking about how much the fans were reacting to it. I don't know how much was going on.
No.
Really?
Yeah, really, it was dead. Why couldn't Hulk Hogan sleep during the 80s?
Why?
I guess we're waiting on the answer. Why couldn't Hulk Hogan sleep during the 80s? I have no idea.
He's probably over there typing and giggling like a schoolgirl.
Right. Most likely. Okay, damn it! I lost it. He lost the punchline.
Oh God,
he's getting old. He could never lay down for more than 3 seconds. Terrible. Oh, terrible.
Oh, Christ.
Anyway, okay, let's.
The other match that we were going to talk about very quickly was Gunther Sammy on night one. That
Gargano did it to Pete Dunne.
Pete Dunne. Yes, no more Peter Dune. It's Pete Dunne.
The Gunther Sammy match shocked the daylights out of me. I was not expecting them to take that belt off of Gunther, and I mean, it's a great feel-good story, especially considering what happens on night 2 and the beginning of night 2. But holy crap! Like,
it was time. I mean, it was
666 days.
Yeah, it was time. Like, he's done everything. He's beat almost everybody at that level.
Yeah, but was Sammy the right one to drop it to? Like, I don't know. I'm still on the fence about that one.
I feel like Sammy was being rewarded for all the stuff he did with the Bloodline last year. So, and the crowd loves that. The people love Sammy.
I mean, they did.
People love Sammy.
Wrong, but I don't
think his kid did though, because he kept trying to give his kid a kiss before the match. And
Yeah.
I don't even know who you are, dude.
The one
Where's
thing,
my real daddy.
yeah. Where's my?
Where's Christian Cage at?
Yeah. I was saying, are they going to do an Eddie Guerrero Mysterio deal where his kid comes out and he's not his real kid, it's somebody else?
I think we've
It's
done
It's Kevin Owens.
It's Kevin Owens.
The chat wants to know who would he drop it to?
Who, Sammy? Oh,
No. Who should Gunther drop it to?
God. See,
Chad?
Not
my
Chad
first
Gable.
Not Chad Gable.
Dragunov.
my first pick would have been Dragunov.
Because Dragunov, I think, is getting ready to come up.
He
Yeah.
is coming up. He
But
was on Monday Night Raw.
I also
He was
think
on Monday Night Raw.
Gosh, what's Tricks
Carmelo.
Carmelo Hayes.
I could see them drop again and give him the chance to get himself established, give him a title, give him a good push. He's a really good heel. Or like they could have made, I mean, it would have been kind of a bad heel versus heel match, but they could have got him babyface for a little bit and then turned him heel again. I don't know, like Carmelo Hayes, heck, Braun Breaker.
I was about to say Breaker.
They could have put that on.
Yeah, too soon. Too soon for that.
I think he's
you gotta build him. He needs to be built. Sammy's built, right? And whoever beats Sammy is gonna have to be built too. I think the next program is gonna be Chad Gable with Sammy.
Yeah, he's getting the title shot next week.
He is, and I think he turns heel. After that,
good.
I can see that coming. So Gunther rematch or go to the world title scene? Yes.
I'll move Gunther up.
Yes, Gunther needs to be in that.
I do.
Title scene.
Yep.
Love to see him. I'd love to see him. I could almost see him going after that U.S. title.
Gunther?
Oh, not the U.S. title. The Seth title.
Yes.
Title. Can almost see him going after that at some point. I believe he's just going to be repackaged here. I don't know if we see him for a while. Maybe we see him back in Germany.
Would he be good against Cody?
Yeah, I think they could have a good feud.
Because Cody's the staunch babyface right now. You need a good heel to put against him, and I could see Gunther.
It's not gonna really build Gunther though, because you're not gonna take the belt off Cody yet.
No, and I think what happens to everybody who faces Cody, they just disappear. Look what happened to Shinsuke. Like they built Shinsuke up huge, and then he loses and he's gone. Right? He's not gone, but he's taking L's to Elio on Monday Night Raw now. So, I mean, I just don't want. I don't know what to do with Gunther. I don't want them to bury Gunther. He needs to stay involved somehow, some way.
But see, the thing is, I don't think they're going to take.
He needs to stay out of stay away from Cody's belt. I think he needs to be in that picture with Drew McIntyre and Priest and whoever else they got in the middle there.
There's going to be a huge deal going in between because depending on how things go, if they can get a contract signed with McIntyre Punk for the belt down the road, once Punk is healed up, and maybe that's why they're doing this thing with Priest right now, because it gives Punk some more time to heal and then gives McIntyre a chance to get his contract re-signed at some point, and then they can kind of
building that story. They're building that story with Punk and McIntyre.
But that's what I'm saying. Like they need to keep Gunther in that picture, which is why I still think they should have kept the belt on him until they were ready to give some other stuff time to build, and then bring Gunther out of it, drop the belt, and then immediately slot him into that world title picture.
Remember what I said at the beginning of the night when we first started this stream. Not everybody can be at the top.
But you don't
have everybody at the top.
You don't want to bury him. That's the thing. If he's out of the picture for too long, he drops. It's kind of like the LA Knight thing. Like when they got bigger stars that kind of replaced LA Knight, LA Knight's kind of dropped down in the pecking order. He's still up there, but he's dropped down the pecking order. You don't want to bury a guy that's got so much good like steam behind him right now. So
JJ Valentine says he thinks Drew wins in Scotland, beats Priest. Do you think it's a short run for Priest?
yeah, I don't see that.
I don't think he's gonna have it long.
I want to see a longer run for Priest at some point, but I think they are giving this to him for now to keep everything going in the CM Punk thing. Give Punk the time to heal, put the belt on Drew at later down the road, and then Punk comes back and then starts that whole thing. So Damien's kind of, I hate to call him, because McIntyre called him this on Raw the other night. He is a transitional champion, sad to say, and I hate that for him because
we'll see. I mean, cards subject to change. We'll see what they do. Don't get me wrong, I like Damien a lot, but I think he's a short range. Yeah, I like Damien too. I think there's more they can do with Damien, but and he's got a long career. He's going to have a long career with WWE. Does he need to hold this for a long period of time? I don't think so.
No.
So.
And they did take a little bit of steam off of him with McIntyre calling him the Bondage Undertaker the other night.
Drew's been just burying everybody.
Yeah,
so.
He's been really good.
Then the end of night one, bloodline match. Cody and Seth lose. Seth gets injured in the match, favoring his knee, which we knew what was going to go into. Definitely night two. Night two takeaway. All right, so let's get into night two, and then we'll talk about WrestleCon or whatever.
Yeah.
Talk about just incredible. I pray that we play hot potato with WHC. I do not want. I hate that. Yeah. I think your top titles need to reign for a while. I don't think it needs to be a hot potato thing unless it's storyline driven and it's something like a cash in. What we didn't even talk about. Well, we'll get to that. So, Ricky, night two, start off fucking hot, bro.
Absolutely. Yeah. Claymore right out the gates.
Out the gates. Seth and Drew. This match we've been waiting on for a while.
And it did not disappoint.
We thought this match was going to be over fucking immediately. And the way they laid it out, I was like, if this match ends in the next 5 minutes, we're definitely getting some sort of cash in. They're definitely. It had that atmosphere. The crowd, by the way, the crowd was fucking hot. It wasn't. Yeah. It was 50 couple degrees. It wasn't cold. The wind
wasn't windy.
So the crowd was chanting, having had a great time. This crowd was hot. Was hot.
So the thing I honestly thought, what's the one match? I think it's Miz or somebody that lost in like 30 seconds on the opening of WrestleMania. They lost the title to, I think, Sheamus or something like that.
I can see it.
That's what I honestly thought when that first Claymore happened. I was like, is this going to be like, I mean, they would bury Seth doing that, but it was like, it just felt like I was like, oh my gosh, this title is just going to get changed that quick.
Hey, Bailey, won't you be my girl?
Yeah. So yeah, I was, and like, but it was the after of the match that once Drew won and he celebrates with his family, and then he goes over to Punk. Now this is where I got a little annoyed because I think they took a little too long with the milking the whole Punk thing. And Drew kind of like taunting Punk.
No, they did it just right. No, him getting up on the table and doing the DX chop
holding the belt in front of him and that kind of shit.
Yeah,
I told you I was gonna do it. I told you.
Yeah, but I think again, I feel like that part to me. I don't know. Again, I sat at home. I was watching it. And I was just like, okay. Because we know what's going to happen. He's going to do something. Punk's going to get pissed. Punk's going to knock him down, try to either put him to the table or at least hit him and incapacitate him. Didn't in the English, not one word. In the moment, I wasn't thinking about Drew, or not Drew. Damien. I wasn't thinking about Damien until his music. And I was like, oh shit, here it comes. There's the cash in.
We knew.
Yeah.
As soon as Drew took that bump.
As soon as Drew turned and looked, when he was standing in the corner on the outside, and he did that slow turn a face towards Punk sitting at the announce table. We were like, it's coming.
It's coming.
Priest is coming.
Yeah, it was coming. It was we didn't know that he did the whole kissy blowing the kiss thing, which was really cool to see afterward. And then Priest coming down was
That's because we had our phones up at the fucking entrance ramp waiting for that Judgment Day music to hit.
Yes. We knew it was coming, and then when it fucking happened, it was like we didn't know it was coming.
Yeah.
It was crazy. It was really good. So Priest cashes in his title. Finally cashes in his title.
Senior World Champion.
Senior World Champion. I said it weeks ago. They're doing a really good job of making you forget that Priest has this briefcase now.
Yeah.
Right? For a while there, all you did was see him with the case. Then he stopped coming down to the ring with it. Right? So then they made us forget about the case, which was awesome.
That and having him wrapped up in the tag title picture too.
Yeah. And then him losing, losing their tag titles the night before, waiting for Damian versus Finn match down the road. Very possible. I don't know what they're going to do here with the Judgment Day. I mean, they all got the belts except for the tag titles now, so we're going to see. It was weird to see that there was an ass kicking last night on Raw. Was it last night? No, Monday night on Raw, and Mommy and Damian stood back.
I was talking about when she.
No, when they were in the ring. Yeah, that was later. Liv Morgan threw a fucking chair like Sandman and smacked the fucking Reed side of the head with it. So. Anyway, we Damian Priest
on the Judgment Day celebration when R-Truth came out and just jumps in the middle of it with his tag.
That was hysterical. I saw that.
And held it up.
Truth is fucking gold. But anyway,
I fucking love it.
Let's move it on here.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
Anyway, Bailey Io, not the greatest match in the world, but Bailey does win.
I thought for sure we were going to see shenanigans from Damage Control.
Yeah.
I thought there was going to be more like Damage Control coming down, causing more issues and stuff like that. So I think why the match was not the greatest, because there was not more jeopardy. But here's the other thing. I think the simple fact is they didn't want to do that too much because of what was going to happen in the main event.
Yeah.
But yeah.
They got the Kabuki Warriors got their asses handed to them the night before, so just kind of stayed out of the way. But Bailey ends up winning this WWE Women's Championship, which is awesome for her. We love Bailey, and the crowd was hot for Bailey too.
Yep,
they were chanting Bailey, and I actually didn't know what the fuck they were saying, but there was a guy from New Zealand sitting in front of Ricky. He was from New Zealand or Australia,
Ireland.
Oh, not even close. Spelled differently. Guy from Ireland, which you couldn't understand, right? He had the accent and he was talked at like a 2 decibel. You have to turn up a little bit in here, bro. And he was kind of telling us what they were saying, so it's really cool. Anyway, they were saying they love Bailey. Everybody loves Bailey. So we got the Jake Paul KO Randy Orton match, which was really good.
That was
really good too.
Yeah, that's like my second. That was like my second favorite match, was that one, because of just the dynamic between KO and Orton and stuff like that, and the sliminess of Paul in the match. It was.
Paul's good.
Yeah, he's really good. You know what I don't like, and I always I recognize it now more than I ever did before. When they're running on time, when the time is getting close, whatever happened between KO and Randy, I think Randy just KO'd or just hit KO with his finisher. Logan Paul ran in the ring real quick, right?
Yeah.
To me, it was like, hey, we need to take this home. We're getting short on time here. So he ran in the ring, hit his finisher, and gets a pin, and retains the U.S. title. So. Who's taking his title off of Logan Paul?
I hope nobody for the next. Well, how long has he had this now?
He's probably had about
6 months.
That SummerSlam.
Yeah, he's had a few matches in between there. I mean,
I hope nobody takes this off him until at least next WrestleMania, if not later than that. Like
let him go for a while. He's milking it with the Prime.
Yeah,
sponsorship, and then them getting the ring
Prime was
It
everywhere
has the
down there. by
logo,
the way.
yeah.
Prime was everywhere down there.
Yeah.
But
And
I
that shit's not even that good.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
tell you. So I had a couple people reach out and say, "Hey, can you get me one of those Prime bottles?" By the time we got around to getting to the Prime, there was none left. They were just
They had
handing
those
out
little
the
powder sticks.
powder sticks. So, but like Jason said, I don't want to hot potato belts. Yep, you're right. No hot potato belts. So so we went to get these Prime bottles. There was nothing. So at WrestleMania World, and we missed it. They had a big Prime bottle that had 10 grand in it,
oh jeez.
and it was like Excalibur sword. Oh, people got a chance to open it, and you couldn't open it. Some kid ended up opening it.
Oh my gosh.
Some kid ended up opening. So anyway,
But
go ahead.
really quick going the funny thing about the match at the very beginning, I love when KO came down on the golf cart, and then like when Randy came out, he's like, oh, what the heck, he backed up, and it was like the WrestleManias of old where you had the
People
motorized
carrying you in
carts.
the ring.
Yeah. But the funny thing was when Orton got on the back and was holding on, KO must have hit that gas pedal a little too hard. And you could see Randy kind of like lean back and like he lets go with one hand. He kind of like pads in there, like, and you could tell he's yelling something at Owens. I was like, I was like laughing and like, I think he's yelling at him, slow down, you're going.
I heard
Disgusting
KO.
Adam.
I heard KO yesterday say about Randy had some not nice words to say to him when he almost ran him over, coming back towards him and then flying down to the ring.
So, but yeah, I thought I love that match. That was a great, and I don't listen. I don't think they should ever, well, not ever. I don't think they should take this belt off of him for a good while because he's honestly one of the when he gets his comeuppance, when he finally loses his belt, like the build for it is going to be so strong because everybody's tried and nobody has succeeded. And whoever they find to be the next successor to the U.S. title, it'll be like the great, like the pop for it's going to be huge because Logan is just that good as a heel in my view.
So here's on eBay the Prime WrestleMania drink, one bottle $100 if you wanted a bottle.
That's about the price of a fucking beer.
Yeah, that's true.
Link.
Here's $72, $100, $75. $75. I did see and they've come down $149. People are watching. There's like 10 people watching.
Oh my god,
yeah, it's been crazy. I don't. Yesterday I saw it was $4.99 for a 6-pack.
wow.
Yeah, people are gouging the shit out of you. So anyway, Logan Paul retains. AJ Styles, LA Knight. Did they? No, they were the second match of the night.
The second match was they were the second match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The crowd was hot for LA Knight.
Oh yeah.
One kid in front of us that Ricky kept getting into fucking arguments with.
He was a big AJ Styles fan, and we were just we were ribbing him. This kid was cussing like a sailor, and he was 13 years old.
Yeah.
It was hysterical.
Kind of like Giles.
Here he is, right here.
We thought it was Giles.
I don't know if you guys saw this or not, but
I'll see it later on the stream.
yeah, that was Ricky's buddy. Ricky was about 12 or 10 fucking beers in and talking shit to this kid. I was like, this kid's mother's gonna smack the fuck out of you, bro.
Yeah, it was funny.
Anyway, I got a nice little recording of him saying "fuck the tribal chief."
Nice.
Anyway, we didn't even get into me cashing in the Money in the Bank for a fantasy league.
Yeah, that's Mr. New Champion over here. Good.
Hey, I know more than you. Reign lasted longer than both of CM Punk's AEW reigns and Drew McIntyre's world title reign.
I think honestly it's going to be a belt passing deal because then Jesse's going to win it on this next run.
I don't know.
Close second. This new guy Dan is.
New guy Dan's in the house.
He ain't missing much right now.
Yeah. He had a good little run. All right, let's get to it. What did we miss?
The
Bobby
Philadelphia
Lashley,
street fights
Profits,
where I
terrible.
went to go take
That
a leak
was
and get more beer.
horrible.
We're not going to get into that. I do give him some credit though. One of the tables broke. Yeah, best part of that match, Devon Dudley,
Bubba.
Right?
Bubba Ray. I want it. Jay Briscoe.
They all
Yeah.
look alike.
Yeah,
They
Bubba
all
Ray
look
Dudley.
alike.
Bubba
Yeah,
Ray
Bubba
Dudley
was
is a
the only-
special.
Bubba was the only saving grace of that match. Like, and by the way, the table breaking thing, I called it. I was watching and I'm like, the leg ain't stable. I'm seeing and then as soon as they try to do something, table go. I'm like, yep, you idiots.
Well, we heard
You
Bubba
used-
on Busted
You
Open
used
say
your
that
good eye.
we heard Bubba say on Busted Open that he knew it wasn't going to hold, but he was a referee and he wasn't allowed to say anything. He couldn't say anything. He knew it was going to break. He said, but they were professionals that got rid of it and they kept moving because sometimes that stuff will fuck you up. But that was a terrible match. It was about, I think the match lasted about 8 minutes. It was about 7 minutes too long.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I said, I went to go take a leak and get more beer.
Well, let's get to the final match here. Cody versus Roman. We've been waiting for this for 2 years now. The build to this has been
Yep.
chef's kiss, man. They've done an amazing job with this whole story. They brought The Rock in. It was supposed to be The Rock and Roman. That was really going to be what was going to go on. I just listened to Triple H, and he listened to the fans. Something
Got to give the people what they want.
You got to give people what they want. What does everybody want?
Hey.
Head. He listened to the people, which is something that we've never had before in the WWE.
Yeah.
And
Trophy Mania, I think, was the last time.
yeah. And then that ended pretty fucking quickly too. So this match was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
They again, it wasn't even if this match was drizzling shits, everything leading into it was great.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and fast forward to the end. We know this is Bloodline rules match, right? We know that we're going to get some interference. We're just waiting on the interference. We don't know who's going to interfere. I mean, they just signed Tama Tonga, I believe, right? Didn't they show
Jacob Fatu?
They should. Okay, Jacob Fatu.
Yeah.
Tama Tonga's coming.
Oh yeah.
Tama Tonga's coming if he isn't already signed.
I was honestly hoping they were going to have Jacob come down.
That would have been pretty fucking cool.
Yeah. But
if they'd brought Jacob down, then Cody wasn't winning.
That's also true.
So,
like, the only thing, and as we get into this match, but the one thing I'd like to say about this is I love this match from beginning to end. The one thing I really wish they would have done is played King of the Hill a little bit more. Instead of having each guy run out and get either annihilated by one guy or another, like, actually, like, had the Bloodline really kind of keep a hold of the ring for a little bit until the Jay come down, he gets beat down, then and just keep it coming to the point. I mean, Taker coming down would have, you couldn't have done anything to him because he's not going to take a bump. I get that much of it, but that could have been the turning point where all the guys could have gotten in the ring and taken out the Bloodline, gotten rid of everybody else, and then just left it to Roman and Cody. But half was 6 of one, half a dozen the other. It was still phenomenal. So, but yeah.
Yeah, no. Again, this match was unbelievable. So we're just gonna fast forward. So we get Solo. Solo gets in the ring. We get the thumb, right? We get the thumb in the throat.
Yeah.
Cody's down. Cody's down. The spike.
He's going to drag Roman over top of Cody.
This match went outside too, right? Didn't this match go outside too?
It went on the floor.
Yeah.
And Roman was going to do something to Cody on the equipment cases. Cody reversed it and dropped Roman on the equipment cases outside on the floor. So, but yeah, they went out in the crowd for a little bit. They came back. Then, like you said, Jay comes out. Jimmy comes out to stop him.
Jay spears him off the ramp
through a table. Then Solo comes out, and then the music that I was not expecting to hear I mean, yes,
we,
it's
we
WrestleMania.
thought Cena was going to be there.
Yeah, we kind of
Definitely
thought
thought
Cena. You
Cena
know,
was
and it
gonna be.
makes total sense. Who was the,
Solo was the one that took Cena out at
wasn't he the
Crown
last one
Jewel.
to beat? Wasn't he the last? That was his last win. Was against
Yeah,
Cena,
yeah,
right? So Cena shows up, runs down, old man run down the ramp, didn't fall, thank God, didn't end up under the ring, didn't slide,
Ernest P.
Titus World
Worrell.
slide. Gets in the ring, hits Solo with the AA. I think he rolls him out of the ring, hits him with another AA out on the
puts it
floor.
to the table out on the floor.
Puts it to the table. Gets back in the ring, and then I believe the Rock's music hits.
Yep,
Rock came down.
Yep.
So we got a Rock Cena in the middle of the ring that we haven't seen in years. They did the whole one turn left, one turn right. Then we got to see Cena's bald spot.
Yeah.
Right. So the Rock ended Cena pretty quickly there.
And then you got the Shield music hits.
Shield music hits.
And this
was super fucking confusing.
Yeah.
We didn't know where Seth was coming from.
Yeah.
And by the time we found him, he was already knocked the hell out.
Yeah, but we saw him getting a ring. That was it. Roman got him.
Yeah.
So
that was what
awesome.
That's what had me confused too, because I was like, I was waiting for him to come out of the crowd, and then all of a sudden he's in the ring, and then Roman's on top of him already. I'm like, well, that was kind of anticlimactic. But
think about it though. Seth has had Roman's number, right?
Yeah,
He's kryptonite.
He's kryptonite for a very long time, and then Roman fucking ends it, right? Ends it right there. So now we get Roman, we get Rock staying in the middle of the ring with the belt. He's looking at Seth. He's looking
at the Mama Rhodes belt.
Yeah, he's got the Mama Rhodes belt. He's looking at Seth.
Getting ready to whip that boy.
Looking at Cody, and then the bong.
Yes.
And the lights go out, and everybody shits their pants in the link.
Yeah, we weren't expecting Undertaker. I think we were all expecting Steve Austin to come down, but Undertaker, just fucking cool. Choke slam to the People's Champion in the middle of the ring, and then the lights go back out, and then from where we were sitting, we saw Undertaker drop down and get back out of the fucking ring and take over running. So that was a pretty fucking awesome moment. So lights come back up. We got Roman, we got Cody, and there we go from there.
Yeah, time to hit the finish.
Yeah, time to hit the finish. Cody wins, finishes his story. Amazing fucking story that they've told for 2 years. Everyone was so fucking mad last year when Cody didn't win. So mad.
I was fucking mad.
Oh, I know you were mad.
Philadelphia would have burned down if Roman won.
Yeah, and I don't think that would have been a bad idea because Philadelphia could use a reboot. Yeah. So it was an amazing fucking moment. I'm glad we were there to see it.
Yeah,
they're saying it's the best WrestleMania of all time. I like to think it's because Hardway Wrestling was there.
Absolutely.
Maybe, I don't know. So yeah, pretty awesome night. I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Night 2 was pretty fucking awesome.
And I mean, look, okay. I sat at home. I watched it on my TV. I'm still getting goosebumps about it right now. Like, I still have chills just thinking about it. Again, finally. They told a good. Huh?
Finally.
Cody has finished the story. Yeah, no. Anyways, yeah, I know. It's horrible.
There was a lot of Cody merch at WrestleMania World. Can you imagine if they did not finish this story? All these fucking people would be so mad about what they bought.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think they'd have been mad about what they bought, but they would have. They would have. I think they would have stormed the whatever was left at the merch place and just burned it to the ground because it's like any Bloodline merch, any Rock merch, any of that stuff. They would have burned all that stuff. It was. But yeah, no, it's finally happened. Now here's the next question: where do we go from here? What is it? What are they going to do with Cody next?
I'm exhausted. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I mean, do you immediately put him in a program with Gunther? The Rock showed up on Monday night and said he's got to go away.
I said Randy Orton.
Randy's face.
It
doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Doesn't
really
matter.
like what they're
I
doing
think-
with Randy right now.
I say get him into a feud or whatever.
And
Bring,
actually,
bring back the old legacy thing.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That wouldn't be half bad because of the legacy deal.
Yeah.
Like, kind of give Orton a chance to kind of go back heel a little bit. I like babyface Orton. It's been fun to watch, but I
They
think
don't even have to make him go babyface.
Yeah, but
Not
they
entirely.
don't want to turn Cody, right? They
Well,
don't
no,
want
they're
to
not
put
gonna
they're not
turn-
going to put him in there with somebody that people love, and the people love Randy Orton.
yeah.
He did fake the punt on Logan Paul.
Yes, I saw. I was
That was
like,
pretty awesome. I'm like, oh my god, he's going to punt his head off his shoulder.
I really was like, oh my gosh, he's going back to the punt. Like, what
Just
the?
kicking back
frick?
to YouTube.
Yeah.
Pretty
Like,
freaking awesome. Anyway, yeah, I guess that's to be determined, man. To be
Yeah.
determined. We'll see. We'll see.
But now we got to get into WrestleCon
Oh, we are.
because
I completely forgot this
WrestleCon,
was Sunday before WrestleMania night.
yeah,
Too. This was all
Yeah.
WrestleMania night too.
WrestleCon, tons and tons of fucking stars there. I mean, we saw fucking who'd you get your autograph with? Was Scott Steiner?
Yep, got Scott
Oh.
Steiner, Big Papa
Ooh.
Pump.
We saw
Nice.
Ric Flair.
Made
We
him
saw
laugh
Arn
a little
Anderson
bit.
there.
Made Big Papa Pump laugh a little
We
bit.
saw Mark Henry. We saw a shit ton of ECW legends.
Flair was there. Ric Flair was
Yeah.
there. Yep, Rick was there. Looking
Lita, Trish Stratus.
super old. Ric Flair looked super old.
He had
What?
the Ric Flair drip.
Yeah, well, post nasal.
Yeah.
For sure. Post nasal.
The Hardy Boys were there. We saw Wardlow. But
Sky
there was
Blue.
one. Oh yeah,
yeah.
that made my whole trip.
Ricky got his burner. I mean, he's got his put his arm around. Almost ended up with a
Yeah.
rape charge.
Yeah, I was about to say we don't see where Ricky's hand was in that picture. So I'm assuming
There was one around her waist. The other was in my pocket, I think. Or maybe that was.
he had his
maybe
arm
that was
around. He had
later.
his arm around her for the picture, and then when he's like, "Okay, I took the picture," he was like, "All right."
yeah.
Okay. He loves himself some Sky Blue. Yeah, we ended up splitting it. I think Ricky had what
I was gonna say if
$10 left on you or some
I
shit like
had a
that.
20 in my wallet, and the photo autograph combo was 60.
Yeah.
So you got the autograph on the turnbuckle that you have, and I got the photo. That's all I wanted was the photo. Fuck the autograph.
Yeah. So either way. So yeah, Sky Blue, Big Papa Pump, Lex Luger, got to see Lex. Of course,
Brian Keith.
Brian Keith, talked to Brian Keith for a few minutes. Nobody was really over there talking to him. I went over and said, congratulations on the Black Top 500. He fucking smiled for that, right? So
Yeah, Rikishi was there. Ron Simmons, the Godfather.
My God, that's crazy.
yeah, Ricky Morton, Robert Gibson was there. Carrie Morton was there too.
Who the fuck?
Arn Anderson, Double A was there.
Yeah, he was there, and his son.
And his son. Oh yeah. Zaya Brookside was there. Dana Brooke was there, but nobody was at her fucking table at all. Nobody. We met that August Autois and Mercer. The last name's Mercer. He shot a little promo for us. Let me pop this up real quick.
August Artois, Shane Mercer
Be
here.
right back, gentlemen. I'm gonna turn my lights on. It's getting dark in here.
Fuck them. Fuck these guys.
Yeah, so they were cool. They were actually pretty cool. Yeah, no, there was a lot of people, a lot of stars there. At that point, I was done spending fucking money. I had spent so much fucking money over the weekend. I was already like, and I hate spending money. It drives me fucking crazy sometimes. And
But
Big Papa Pump got me for $100, and I was like, "Fuck, I'm done."
Well, then Cardona got you for the autographed turnbuckle for $100.
I'm a Matt Cardona fan. I don't know why though, because I think he's such a fucking weirdo. I don't know what it is about him that just, I don't know.
You two use the same spray tan.
Weirdo. You know, I mean,
it could be.
You use the same spray tan.
Yeah.
But the best part was when we first got there, we made a rounds to see what tables were there, see who was there. We come back around, and who the fuck is sitting right in our view?
Yep.
Our old buddy, just incredible.
That doesn't work.
I think he's wearing a shuttlecock hat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was the plan. I'd been talking. I'd been pretty mad about this whole Just Incredible thing here for a while. I don't know if you guys knew that or not. I don't, $50, $10. I don't give a shit. That was my fucking money. I earned it. You didn't, you prick. So we made our rounds. I honestly told them, let's make our rounds, see who's here, and then we'll go back around. My main fucking thing was I'm gonna find this guy.
Mhm.
So we walk around and we get towards the end. We get to his table and he's not there. And we're like, shocker, right? The fucking guy no showed, right? So we walk around a little bit more. We're talking to people and ran into Lady Frost. Talked to her for a few minutes, and her husband, the Savage gentleman, who were both in Bloodsport on Friday. And I think she lost, but I think he beat the absolute fuck out of some New Japan star.
Nice.
So we walk around and we come back around and I went, there's that motherfucker. And I went right to him.
And as I promised, I did try to go live on Facebook, but the reception, or it could have been T-Mobile, and they suck ass. I think I had 14 seconds of the live before it finally cut off, and I had to go just record the rest of it. But go ahead, Jason. You can tell us how this went down.
Yeah. So I have a problem with. I black out. I don't black out like pass out, but I black out and I don't know what's going on around me. I only see what's in front of me. Same thing in those dudes in the parking lot. Mm-hmm. I get fucking mad. I'm not the toughest guy in the world. I promise you that. I'm not a boxer. I'm not a fucking MMA, nothing. I got both my ears are fucking on, right? I haven't lost an ear. None of them's cauliflowered. But I have enough rage in me to fucking get myself through whatever I need to get through. So I walked right up to his fucking table and I said, hey, you might not remember me. I'm Jason. I'm with Hardway Wrestling. I paid you money to do a podcast for me, and you fucking didn't. And he said, who are you? And I said, Hardway Wrestling. And he just kind of looked up at me, put his head back down. He said, how would you like to take care of it? I said, well, first I like my fucking money back, and I'd like you to unblock me from fucking X.
And that's where I was cut off, so I missed that little clip in the transition, unfortunately.
I said, I'd like for you to take care of it. And at that point, I felt like he was not interested in having any type of argument or conversation. So, and he would have fucking lost anyway. The only thing I kept, I think Jesse said, what were you going to do? I had no idea. The only thing I think was I was going to shove that table he was behind as hard as I could into his fucking gut and shove him back against the fucking wall and just start wailing on him until Sabu came over and kicked my ass. Which would absolutely fucking happen because those type of situations, you've seen them on videos where guys jump in a ring. You just saw one over the weekend where I might have been Tama Tonga. Somebody tried to talk shit to him and come outside the fence, and he fucking wailed him and hit him with a fucking chair. So, yes, I knew what I was probably going to be getting into at some point, but I didn't give a fuck. So, but he said, "Here, let me give you my phone number. Well, I don't want any heat." That's what he said. So, got his phone number. I have not called it yet. I actually don't know if I'm going to now. I think I felt like I did what I needed to do and said what I needed to say, and it might be worth the $50. And I thought Ricky had a better recording.
I still think you should call it and get the $50 back, but that's just me.
I got his phone number in the recording.
Yeah. So, and I have his phone number. So, I mean, maybe if I decide to reach out to him and make this right or whatever, or I just do a scavenger hunt one day and put a number on Facebook, a 9. Wait a minute. Let me look here. Let me see what this fucking number. Ain't that funny? It's fucking right there. There's definitely a 9. Yeah, there's definitely a 9. 908. That's New Jersey, right?
No, that's not New. I don't think that's New Jersey.
I don't know. 908 8112. I don't know. You tell me.
I'll say it was 201's jersey.
Whatever. We
or at
might
least
have
an
we
area.
might have a scavenger hunt, a hardware scavenger hunt here one day, and we'll get that number out there to everybody. Anyway. Yeah, so anyway.
Yeah, he says
that was
calling for bookings.
Yeah, give him a call. Yeah, give him a call. Just don't pay him ahead of time.
Yeah.
So yeah, WrestleCon was pretty cool. Got to see a lot of cool people here. Got some autographs and moved on.
We
Yeah,
also forgot when we went back to WWE World
that's
after
where I was going to
WrestleCon.
next. Yeah, we went back to WWE World, and again, Jesse is a genius. It was $60 to a person to get into WrestleMania World, right? You think it was worth $60?
There was some pretty cool shit in there. But I don't know. Again, we didn't pay the $60 to get in. So,
Gotcha. Well, anyway, it was like $60, and then you had to go stay in line and get a ticket or whatever, priority pass or whatever. So we weren't going to do that shit, and we weren't even going to go back because there was two sections. It was a big floor area, 20,000 square foot floor area of merchandise, and then behind it, there was a wall and two entrances, or one entrance was like WrestleMania. It had Eddie Guerrero's card, it had a bunch of different people back.
the
Some wrestlers
Firefly
back there.
Funhouse, Triple H's throne.
Yep, the unveiling of Firefly Funhouse. The entrance ramps for ECW, or the entrance way for ECW. Add some memorabilia for that, and an entranceway for WWE, which you could give them whoever you wanted to be, and then you could do the entrance.
I wish I had a suit because I would have loved to do a Vince McMahon.
Oh my God, can you imagine?
They wouldn't have done that. I guarantee it. Not right now.
I would have tried.
I would have fucking loved to do that. Oh my God. Just
but they had like meet and greet areas. We saw Hulk Hogan was there doing one. They had this little video game square where we saw Carmelo and Kaiser playing WWE 2K24.
Was it Kaiser? What's the other guy?
It was Kaiser. Vinci.
No, it was Da Vinci. It was Vinci.
No, it was Kaiser. Trust me, it was Kaiser.
You are wrong, sir. Would you like to bet any money on that? Would you like to bet that belt?
That belt you just won?
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it.
I gotta look this motherfucker up.
If it's Kaiser,
Vinci and Kaiser.
I get my title back.
Who are these fucking people?
he looks up historical figures while he's.
Yeah, these weren't historical anythings. And then I can't spell WWE. Why do I always put WEE?
Whee! But it was cool. They also had the two cells for war games that you could get in and get your picture taken. What'd you say?
Yeah. I couldn't. It won't come up. I can't get it to fucking.
Imagine that.
Imagine that. Yeah.
Okay.
Open a new tab on that computer.
What is
Imperium?
Imperium.
I'm getting this belt back. I'm getting this belt back.
Earn that fucking belt, boy. Why is it not coming up? Is my phone sick of wrestling too?
Do you need to call a friend? I believe you have Just Incredible's number.
I bet he'd love that as he's coming out of his fucking heroin.
The bald one. Which one? The bald one.
The bald one was the one there with Carmelo. That's Kaiser.
I know it's not. I'm telling you, it's Vinci.
Fuck you, Austin.
Kaiser's the German dude.
No.
Hey, look at the chat. Look at the chat.
It is Vinci. Fuck you,
motherfucker. I swear to God. See, when they were on Raw the other night, I swear to God, they had their names on their trunks.
You stop looking at their rear ends, you weirdo.
Yeah, because I was trying to fucking prove that was Kaiser.
You're trying to fucking look at their butt.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, goddamn cat.
Yeah, the cat said you were fucking wrong, daddy.
That
doesn't work for me.
Anyway, before we even got back there, Jesse spotted that the wristbands were red. Right? and we had red wristbands on from
WrestleCon.
WrestleCon.
Ah!
She goes, fuck it, let's just try to walk back there.
It's the girl that was in charge of checking wristbands. She didn't give a shit about like looking at it. She just wanted to see that it was red.
Yeah.
So we just rolled the WrestleCon part down.
Not
Walked
me.
right up.
I just held it up real quick and put it down, and she let us go right on in. All three of us went in, didn't have to pay. Yes.
Yep.
So we stole from WWE. We got you.
And
It was
guess what?
funny because we just asked about the wristband thing like 10 seconds beforehand, walked away, turned around, just came right back.
Yeah, because I wasn't gonna do it. I was like, I'm not gonna fucking. I'll go punch Justin Incredible in the face, but I'm not getting thrown out of a WWE world. So anyway, Hogan was back there signing autographs. We got to watch Rhea Ripley during an interview. Like she was back there. Who else was back?
Corbin was in there. We
One
saw
of the Yes Boys was back there.
Yeah, they were in there. Thea Hale was there.
Yep, Thea Hale was there.
Couldn't see the third person that was in the middle of that line.
Yeah, we did see again. We saw Carmella Hayes and Da Vinci playing video games together.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was really cool experience. A lot of memorabilia, a lot of cool stuff. Wasn't worth $60 though, because once you got back there, you still had to pay to meet people.
That's true.
Yeah. So.
And when we were in live casino before Mania Night 1, we just missed our VD.
Yeah, we met a lot of people there. We made a lot of met a dude out of Texas and who is now on our Hardway page. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Ricky was out there hustling, drinking, and hustling subs.
That was during the 8 minutes of the Philadelphia street fight that I cared less about. So I was like, fuck this. I'm going to go take a leak, get some
He's
beer.
staying in the urinal. He looks over the guy's dick and says, "Hey, do you like the hard way?" Guy said yes, so whatever.
He was following me.
Whatever.
He was following me around after that.
I bet he was. Was he trying to hold your pocket?
He was.
Yeah.
So I heard you bet Sky Blue today. All right.
Have you washed your hands since?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Ah, you dirty. Anyway, Ricky, would you do it again?
Absolutely. But
Yeah.
I'm not paying $24 or $16, $17 a beer for a 24 ounce.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Yeah.
Maybe next time just get a bunch of airplane bottles and sneak them in.
Maybe Just Incredible has it right. Just shoot up before you go to a new event.
Yeah, or that.
It's not a bad idea. Yeah, not a bad idea.
Gosh.
Would have said get some edibles, but I would have slept through the whole thing.
Oh my god, I can't even imagine being high with all those lasers and shit.
I would have
Well,
had giggles for 5 minutes, and then I would have been snoring in my chair.
Gone. Then you got molested, beat up by that kid that was in front of us. Biggest AJ Styles fan I've ever seen.
Oh God, yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, it was definitely a fun time though. It's the Super Bowl of wrestling, so just to say you were able to go and be there was a definitely once in a lifetime experience.
And next year, I think it's in Minnesota.
Yeah.
What?
Forget about it.
Yeah, U.S.
That
Bank
time of
Stadium.
year,
It's indoors. It's indoors, but still.
doesn't matter. You still got to get to it. You still got to drive to it. The nice thing that helped us in Philly was we had a car. Can you imagine people who came in from wherever they came in from and had to deal with the one night that night one there was an accident and you couldn't even we were an hour and a half getting home.
There was Philadelphia was an accident.
Yeah, that's true.
Like the entire thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Like I was tired of hearing fucking car horns because that was the only thing you heard when you were in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Blame our founding fathers for Philadelphia. So.
Yeah.
Justifies why I call it Philadelphia.
Yeah. It wasn't as dirty as it usually is. There was a couple kids from TikTok that had a wrestling match in front of the stadium night 2.
Yeah.
And the one dude blew his shoulder out. And his bone was sticking out through his shoulder. So
I don't know where they were. Do you guys, either of you, watch What Culture Wrestling on YouTube? You ever seen any of their videos?
I can't stand English people.
Okay. Wow. All right. Well, anyway.
I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, I've seen it. I've heard their podcast before. I can't. They speak too fast for me. Slow down.
Yeah. Well, one of the guys, a guy named Simon Miller, was out there. I think it was after night 2. And like again, I was kind of wondering if you guys had just walked by his stuff, or like again, I don't know where you exited. I don't know where he was outside.
We don't know where we fucking exited either.
Yeah, we were just walking for fucking
that
ever.
stadium is the worst fucking laid out stadium ever.
Yeah.
We did catch the end of Busted Open Radio. Mark Henry and Dave LaGreca.
Nice.
Yeah,
But they were outside the stadium and they had a huge Simon was standing there by himself, and after like 5-7 minutes of this video, like he had an entire crowd of people that were coming out of WrestleMania Night 2 around him. So it's like I didn't know if you had seen that or on your way out. Again, like I said, I don't know where he was outside the stadium. I don't know where you guys ended up outside.
No, when we got out of night 2, we were just focused on getting the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had the shits of wrestling. We were 25 matches in 4 nights.
Yeah.
I was done. I was cooked, man. I was so cooked. And then we listened to Busted Open Radio on the way home.
Hey.
So
nice.
Anyway,
well, it sounds like you guys had a hell of a time.
It was interesting. I'll tell you that it was interesting. I would do it again if it was closer. Right? I like it being in Philly. It's supposedly somebody said Tennessee in a couple years, which would be pretty cool.
I would love to see if they were ever to revamp the stadium, RFK. Like if they could redo RFK and get it up to
not big enough.
Really?
They had 70 plus thousand people in that stadium. It was 145,000 people in 2 nights.
What's RFK's seating? I don't even remember.
Not 70.
0 currently.
Well,
0.
It's a parking lot.
But it would be cool if they could do it in DC somehow, somewhere, if there was a stadium big enough. Because that would be
45,000.
Yeah. Okay.
A little short.
A little short. Yep.
Yeah, a little short. 30,000 people short.
So
yeah, there's a million places they could do it. Baltimore would be cool. I hate that it's at the worst time of year. Like we could have easily got fucking snow.
Yeah, it was
or
fucking
rain
cold.
or rain. This time of year, rain. We just missed the rain.
Yeah,
it rained there before we got there.
Yep,
and it must have rained here the whole time we were gone. So
yeah, I did. So
anyway, that's good doing it here for Heart Rate Wrestling. Well, this was a long one, boys.
Yes,
do we
want
to?
Well worth it. It was well worth it.
So here's what I'm going to put this out to Austin or whoever. We're going to watch this Tony Khan thing here in an hour or whenever it shows. And then if you guys think we should come back on for 20 minutes or so, I'm sure Ricky, you probably go to work or whatever.
I got to work.
Yeah. We'll come back in and talk about it real quick, or we come back tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm down with coming back tomorrow. I have no problem. I mean, I won't see it until the clips go out on YouTube overnight because I don't have.
Yeah,
you should make yourself a Twitter account. You'll see it immediately.
Oh, that's also true. Yeah,
everything hits Twitter within minutes of after whatever happens. So
yeah. So, but I won't see it till tomorrow anyway. So, but yeah, we can come back tomorrow. Do you have a gig Friday?
I'm going out of town again.
Oh, okay. Oh, so, joy.
Yeah, I'm back out of town. Back out of town till Sunday, and then we'll be back on our normal schedule next week. So,
which is whatever the fuck day we want to show up on.
Yeah,
just make sure you like, subscribe, ring that bell so you know which fucking day
we are climbing. I was hoping to get to 660. 666 is where I wanted to be before today. So I thought we were going to get there. So I'm about to put some work in. So. But I appreciate you guys jumping on here for the last 2 hours. Jesus, we did a long. It's a long boy. So anyway, that's good to do here for Hardware Wrestling. We will see you. We'll either be back later on tonight for whatever, or we'll just shoot it tomorrow. We'll figure something out. but we'll let you know ahead of time. And we'll see you next time.
On the hard way.
Peace.